It's getting all the way to the fence.
Nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around the angle. He stones him far side.
Point blank got angled again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap, Engel looking left, now looking right. Throw far side, throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side pylon. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. She'll line it ball into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert. Feed it in. Maddie Ray, a right hand lay in and down.
Great steal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
Four skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One timer to Martin Suna. Knocked off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right. And looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Byer.
Swinging a fly ball to center field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Good evening and welcome out to Bayport High School. We get set for Fox River Classic Conference Wrestling on a Thursday night, as it will be the Bayport Pirates playing host to the Green Bay Preble Hornets. We'll make sure we get that switched up for you. Great to have you along on a Thursday night for this conference matchup in Fox River Classic Conference. In a night that we honor the future, the past, and the present Bayport Pirate wrestlers. And it's cool, Ryan, to be able to go through. You see the Gerzak brothers rounding up everything from 1972, 1974, graduates from back 50 years ago as they celebrate 50 years this year.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Welcome, everybody. Great to have you back out with us tonight. So the Bayport program is 50 years old, and we had a representative here tonight, the Gerzak, from the Gerzak family. That was from 50 years ago. What an awesome deal to see that. Great tradition here at Bayport. And the Bayport Pirates have been a strong team for many years, and we're going to keep it rolling tonight here with Green Bay Preble.
I think an undermanned Green Bay Preble team, unfortunately. We will not see a full slate of matches to begin with. A couple injuries, some COVID issues, and just a couple programs in the Fox River Classic that do not field full teams. So both this week and next week, we have Green Bay Preble tonight and Sheboygan North next week. When you join us, it's not going to be quite a full lineup. So not quite the opportunities. Junior varsity, we had 4 matches.
4 matches, yeah, mostly bigger guys. And, you know, Preble has a strong tradition themselves. They've been an excellent wrestling team. They've had state champions. They're just down in their moment right now. So, and a few of their better kids not with their team tonight. So that happens. It's just part of the sport. Sometimes there's injuries, and, of course, we're dealing with COVID right now. So you never know what you're going to get from night to night. Bayport has a strong squad with 40-plus kids, and so they can fill things in a lot easier than some of the other programs that just don't have the numbers. So we're going to see some wrestling tonight regardless. It's great to have you with us. We enjoy being able to broadcast for you and bring the matches to you. And let's get Bayport to get big win here tonight at Bayport High School.
Coming off of a loss a week ago where Bayport fell at Pulaski in a match that kind of turned in a match with about 3 or 4 to go. Bayport have an opportunity, late points by Pulaski. Give credit to the Red Raiders, able to take a win away. Now Bayport is going to have a tall task to chase yet a conference title.
Yeah, with a big duel at the end of the year coming against De Pere, who is strong. That is a tough team with a lot of excellent athletes. And so, but here's the good news about it. It's in February, early February, which is about the time that you start peaking out your team. And so you work to peak your team towards about the regional tournament, which would be that Saturday. And as you work to peak them I'm sorry, it wouldn't be that Saturday, it'd be the following Saturday. But as you work to peak your team, that's a good time to have to go up against the toughest team in the conference. So De Pere is a good team. And we'll see a good team with Ashwaubenon as well. So we've got some good duels ahead of us after we get through these next 2 weeks.
So the Hornets able to dress only 9 for varsity tonight.
So the Bayport Pirates will bump some guys around. bringing some of their better wrestlers up a few weight classes. You see Jacob Ward move up here from what is normally 145. He'll wrestle at 160 tonight again. And we will see what Preble's willing to do. Sometimes they may move some guys up to get around our studs, and Jacob Ward is the premier wrestler for Bayport. So we'll see what happens with their lineup tonight and see what they're willing to do.
So they just do the introductions of wrestlers out on the mat right now of how the lineups are written out. Again, those get jostled around, moved around.
Absolutely, yeah. So again, we've talked about this before, but for those of you that are new, what will happen is we'll have a captain's coin flip here in just a few minutes. And whichever team wins that coin flip is able to choose odds or evens. And what that means is if they choose odds, then their wrestler has to report at match 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. If they choose evens, they report first at match 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. And why do you do that? It's because if you send your wrestler first, the other team has the ability to jostle their lineup and put somebody else in. So where Bayport may want to have an advantage, they'll choose either odds or evens, and so that they can see what the other team's bringing out before they decide who they're going to put on the mat. So
they already know that they're starting at 138 pounds.
138 tonight, you bet. So for us, we were announced Ethan Farley is going to be that person, and it was announced a forfeit. So we'll see what happens as we move through our lineup tonight.
Before we get started, you got some wrestling club information?
Yeah, I got some good news for anyone who's listening out there. The wrestling club has been doing a raffle drawing, and it's a cash drawing raffle, and the idea behind it is to get some money to keep the wrestling club running. And so we have the first two drawings that happened tonight. First one is for $200. Second one is for $500. So we may as well announce these on air because that's what a great opportunity to do it. $200 winner in our first drawing is Jody Anderson. The $500 winner in our first drawing is Alan Campbell. So congratulations to both of you. And the wrestling club will be in touch with you so you can collect your money. So if you're listening, congratulations. Good moment for you. And thank you, by the way, to everybody who's donated to the wrestling club and is allowing us to have the opportunity to make a little extra money so that we can keep this wrestling club going in a strong manner. Really impressed with how the wrestling club's been doing things over the years. They are a strong foundation to the ability for this team to continue to be strong. And the wrestling club really does a great job of keeping wrestling as the priority, especially as we start with the younger guys and move our way up onto the varsity team here. So lots and lots of kids in the youth program, and if you look across in the stands, you can see it's past, present, future night, and we've got a lot of those fans and parents and grandparents and former wrestlers and so on that are in the stands here tonight to cheer on the Bayport Pirates. So it looks like Preble won the toss. Not sure if they're going to take odds or evens. We'll find out here in just a second. Preble will have the even matches tonight. So Preble will have to report first in match 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. And then Bayport will report first at 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So there you go. That's the way it works.
Well, your math skills check out.
I know. How about that? I made it through elementary school somehow.
I was going to say, the semester's almost over and you learned something.
So we will keep you rolling tonight. We'll keep you up to date on who's wrestling. We'll call the match for you like we normally do. Those of you that are out there watching, thanks for joining us. You can tweet us at BP Radio. Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you.
Yep, send us a note for @Voice of BP. Get in touch with us. We'd love to hear where we might be listening from.
So we start the night out right away. We have forfeit for the Preble Hornets, and that means that Bayport will start out tonight at 6-0. And we move to 145 pounds. So Ethan Farley is your winner at 138 pounds by forfeit. And now we move to 145 pounds. And so at 145 pounds, we'll see Luke Procash for the Preble Hornets. And we'll see Will Nast, our wrestling here for the varsity, 145 pounds. And we're underway, Chris.
First match again at 1:30 at the forfeit. We're at 1:45. First wrestling of the evening for the varsity. Procash sporting a nice mullet for Green Bay Preble.
Love the bullets. I love that it's back in.
They work at the near side.
Procash working a front headlock. He's got that chin pretty deep. That's almost to the point of illegal, and Will takes a fireman shot underneath to try to stop that front headlock. He's now sucking in for a double and is able to finish. And we start the match out with a takedown for Will Nass, 2-0. And Will's going to want to put the leg in because that's how he rolls, and he does. And so now he's going to start working wrists and power halves and looking to turn this wrestler and get some near fall points. He's working a hard power half Nelson here.
Official calling for action for the two wrestlers.
And so Will looks like he's going to let him go back to his feet, and he does. So escape for Preble, make it 2-1 Bayport. 39 seconds to go. And Will's back in on a high crotch single leg. Going to try to work the angle here, come around the back leg. And he's going to switch to a double, but not there, so stays on the single. And he's able to break the hip and come around for the takedown, make it 4-1.
That's good wrestling to realize, hey, the double's not there, don't force it.
Yeah, what's nice is when you're in that position, that high crotch position, it's you have a single leg and you also have a double leg. So you just kind of work the angle that makes the most sense. Single leg goes to the outside, double leg goes up the middle. And he was able to figure out that the single was going to work for him and broke the hip. So make it 4-1 as we finish the first period. Will Nast up 4-1. And it's Green's choice, and he'll defer. Give it to Will Nass, and he'll choose down.
Pirates in their navy and white singlets as we'll start the second period here at 1:45.
Will's looking to grab the arm for a roll. Now he's going to pop to his feet. And hips away to get an escape, make it 5-1. He officially gets the escape now. Now he's going to work front headlock position. Procash is going to grab the leg, try to work around on it. Will's okay here. He just needs to stay hips up. Now you'll see him suck the arm in.
Procash really trying to tie Nast up.
Honestly, what he's trying to do is sort of a cradle position, but he just doesn't have his head in the side, which is not going to allow him any advantage. And so Will's able to come up and finish a double leg and look at a score right to the back with a half Nelson. Referee's going to stop that. Doesn't like the way the back's being bent, and so he'll call potentially dangerous. Good call. There's no reason to get someone hurt.
So now we see potentially dangerous calls to stop. Is there points ever awarded in those situations?
No, typically not. And potentially dangerous means nobody's scoring at that moment. But possibly you could be, if there was some near fall being scored in that moment, there could be near fall with a potentially dangerous situation. But typically no. And you see Will working a cross face to a cradle. Procash just grabbing onto the leg, and that gets frustrating when a guy's just grabbing onto your leg. There's not a lot that's no advantage for Procash. It's just annoying. So it takes you out of your position. So Will says, all right, I'll give that up. I'll come back, get my hips under, and now he's going to run a hard half Nelson. He's running this hard. Keep running, keep running, keep running. He's got to be careful. His hand's coming up, almost into a full Nelson.
Delay warning on Green Bay Preble. 25 seconds left here in period number 2.
Interesting that the ref called stalling during offensive action. I've never seen that, but what he was trying to say is a green man's not doing anything, and he's right. 7-1 with 10 seconds to go in the second period. Will Nast up 7-1. I'll give Procash credit. He has defended a couple of really deep half Nelsons. Now it'll be Green's choice, Preble's choice. And smartly he chooses neutral. He knows that he's not going to get an advantage from the bottom position. Might be able to catch Will Nass, and so that's what he's trying to think about here. Will's going to get in on a shot.
Sprawling back is Procash. Now he's going to cradle opportunity, circle around, get your points. But he elects not to, and that's going to allow Nass to go for a single. Now to a double, and that'll be 2 points. Yeah, an opportunity for Procash. He could have circled to his left, Ryan, and gotten a couple.
Yeah, so working combinations again. Work that outside single, come back, work the double. Well done. And then if you saw, Will was elevating the leg as he was coming through. That's called a Turk. He was turking the leg up and now got Prokash to his back. And we'll score 3 near fall off of that. Well done. That makes it 12-1.
1:20 left to let him go. 1 for the escape to Luke Prokash of Green Bay Preble. Second match of the evening. 1:15 clock rolling here in that match.
What I'm loving for Will tonight is this combination wrestling. He's taking that shot and not just relying on, hey, I have to be in and finish a high crotch. He's going high crotch, go outside single. Nope, it's not there, come double. Oh, it's not there, go back outside single. Super impressive. And now he's working a quarter Nelson, or what we call a Pell. Brings him straight to his back off the takedown. And he is grinding that head there to get that Prokash to his back.
Throw in the fact that Prokash's headgear is actually on his face now and completely turned around.
So he gets the 2 takedown, he gets the 3 near fall, should be match. Yep, so even though there was a reversal there, the match was over before the reversal could happen. It's tech fall. Will Nass wins 17-2. And he'll pick up 5 team points for his team by doing that, and that'll bring the team score to 11-0 as we head into 152 pounds. We're going to see Carter Calise for Bayport at 152 pounds, and we'll see what Preble decides to do here. Bayport has to report first. It's an odd match, match number 3. So Carter Calise reports. And so Donovan Winos. So actually, both the 145-pound wrestler, now the 152-pound wrestler, both listed in the program as JV wrestlers. And that's entirely possible, or maybe they've won a varsity spot, or their teammates have gotten hurt. So, but Carter comes out strong, gets a neck wrench, and rolls Winos to his back, and then they pop through, and Carter's able to finish for the first takedown, make it 2-0.
Immediately see that Callis goes right to the action and attacking.
Yeah, he loves the arm bar, trap a wrist and arm bar, looking for a tip, and then run that arm bar once you, if the tip's not there, then you run it, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Run that arm bar, stay in there. Now he's going to reverse half it, come back and run it again. You can see he's putting the fist in the back. That's his reminder to keep that arm legal. And he does it tip over. Stay there, just lift the head with your leg. Settle back, there you go. Now you see reverse half. So well done, trapping stuff as he's coming through. Now he's going to go to a regular half most likely. Lift that head up. Right now it's a reverse half, that meaning he's under the head. And now he's going to potentially go over the head, but doesn't need to because he'll get the pin. And that pin is going to be at 1 minute 11 seconds, Chris.
Winning by fall in 1 minute 11 seconds from Bayport, Carter Callis. Gives Bayport a 17-0 lead on the team score as they move to 160 pounds.
So during introductions tonight, they did not introduce Jacob Ward, but they're going to bring him out for this match.
What's your name, son? Red.
We'll see Jacob Ward, 160, 2-time place finisher for Bayport. Finished 4th, finished 6th his freshman year, sophomore year. And we'll see Anthony Torres at 160 pounds. Another wrestler listed as a JV wrestler for Preble. Jacob's having a great season. He's started the season at 152 pounds, went down to 145.
Got a shoe off. Anthony.
So Jacob took him down. let them go. And as they're scrambling through that, the Taurus's, you saw Taurus lost a shoe. The sport of wrestling does not allow wrestlers to have shoe issues. And the reason being is many years ago, you would see guys stall and stall and stall by I got to tie my shoelace. I got to fix my shoe.
Sure.
And so the sport of wrestling has said, no, we're not putting up with that anymore. And so if you have a shoe issue, you are called for stalling, or you have to take injury time. In this case, his shoe fell off, so he has to take injury time. So in the midst of all this talking, we've had 3 takedowns already from Jacob Ward. Make it 4. So Jacob's going to work some stuff here because he wants to try to get some, get a good sweat in, get some action. Now works a hard half to his back. Going to settle his hips back, and we'll see a quick pin here, and we do. So, minute 1 seconds.
Your winner by fall, Jacob Ward.
And not a surprise to see the pin there from Jacob Ward, ranked wrestler for Bayport and returning 2-time place finisher. And so we'll see Aiden Bruckner now at 170 pounds. Normally wrestles 160, but tonight we'll see him at 170. I believe he's going to get a forfeit here.
160? 170, I mean. Nobody?
And that will be the case. So forfeit tonight for Aiden Bruckner. He'll pick up a nice win on his record. And Chris, that's going to bring it to 29-0, just like that.
Yep.
And we go to our 6th match at 182 pounds.
182 agreed. Your name? Max Lawyer. Max Lawyer.
And so at 182 pounds, we'll see Max Nguyen from Preble. And we'll see what Bayport's going to bring over here. And 182 pounds for Bayport will be Colton Zip, freshman. Colton normally wrestles at 170. We bump him up to 182 tonight for this match.
Nguyen listed as 170 as well.
Colton is a freshman. He's been wrestling for many years, has lots of experience, has wrestled some great matches over the years. I've seen him beat some kids he should never beat just by pure guts and hard work. Beautiful firemen's. Beautiful. Had the arm as they were circling, came in on a hard fireman's, and just looked gorgeous. I wish we could show replay. You just don't see great shots like that very often, but man, it was there. Nguyen was circling. Colton had the arm, took the shot, and just brought him right over with the fireman's carry. Beautiful.
40 seconds gone by here in the first at 182. Zip still controlling.
Nguyen's going to grab the leg, wrestle defensively. They're trying to come around. Colton's going to stand on a whizzer and try to circle through to not give up the points. And so Colton does circle around, grabs the leg. He's come up and finished double. Heads on the outside, got to go double. Unfortunately, he's hanging on a single. Needs to come up and go double. Now head comes the inside. Referee awards a 1 escape. And we are neutral. Referee's going to stop the match. We'll go neutral. I didn't see the escape. That surprised me a little bit, but referee gives a start back in the middle. We go 2-1 Bayport, Colton Zip. And Nguyen will take a kind of a ugly little outside shot. Colton with a big hard sprawl to a quarter Nelson. And they're going to come back up. And a nice little lateral drop from Colton to bring him back to his back. Right to his back for near fall. Hopefully a pin. We're in short time. 15 seconds to go in the first. Colton's got to get up on his toes, settle his hips, and there's the pin. Well done. Well done by the freshman. Love seeing that.
Win by fall in 1 minute and 50 seconds at 182 pounds from Bayport. Colton Zip.
How'd you like that lateral drop? Did you see it?
Yes, and I was
Beautiful. Just
Pulling
came
up.
back the opposite
I
direction,
was also
basically.
pulling up for you your fireman's replay
I love it.
because how I set this up for us tonight, right?
I love it. Yeah, just gorgeous. Gorgeous firemen's. Gorgeous. Another gorgeous lateral drop. Just so well done. Loved it.
Your name? David Torres? Okay, let's go.
And so we'll see David Torres at 195 pounds. Will wrestle Tucker Zink. Oh, that's gorgeous. Beautiful replay. I just love a good fireman's carry.
Appreciate everybody standing with us through the issues at Pulaski. We are not on Pulaski Internet this year anymore, fortunately. So,
Yeah, you should have a good play tonight.
Yeah, video feed should be much improved, and I appreciate you guys tuning in with us again for conference wrestling. Ben and family watching along in the living room again. Ben, hope you're feeling better.
Thanks for joining us again, Ben. It's good to hear from you. This will be tonight's the past, present, future night. Next week is the senior night. It'll be our last home duel of the year, and one of the places where we will honor Tucker Zank, who's a senior for the Bayport Pirates. Tucker at 195 pounds, been working hard all season, filling into that role at 195 pounds. And he's just a gutsy kid. Just love watching him wrestle. Doesn't have a ton of experience, but just wants to be out there and doing it, and I'm proud of him.
Keeps working a snap down.
Again, wrestling David Torres from Preble. These two so far, good scramble. Torres gets it on a single leg and is able to take him down. Tucker reaches back but realizes he better not and comes back to his belly. Let's make it 2-0 Torres from Preble. Torres is going to work a crossface, lift the ankle. Zank needs to peel that hand off the crossface. Just reach out and peel it down. Torres working
seconds.
butcher now. He's going to go to that butcher position. Got to run around the head if he's going to bring him to his back. And that's what he's trying to do. And Torres, you're going to see him pick the ankle here, try to get him to his back again. We're in short time, 15 seconds to go in the first. Anytime we get to 20 seconds left, Chris, that we call that short time. That's just an indicator. We yell short time to the wrestler to let them know that there's 20 seconds to go. You've got the chance to score. Look at Tucker Zink scoring with 3 seconds left in the period. He gets his escape. So from being in a bad position, nearly going to his back in a butcher, he's able to come back to his feet, score the escape with 3 seconds left in the period, make it 2-1 Preble as we head into the second period. And Torres will go down. Tucker Zank will mount on top, left side. And off the whistle, we get a stand-up from Torres. Zank's going to try to bump him back to the mat, and we'll get the escape instead, make it 3-1 Torres. Nice snap by Tucker. Snap again, but bring him all the way to the mat. If you're listening out there, let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. Torres will get a takedown on an outside single, and he's going to work that butcher position again. Tucker needs to just get some hand control, pull that hand off, and get back up to his feet like we know he can. With 3 seconds left, he was able to do it.
Trying to keep his elbows in, hands available, not tied up. Reach over with the left arm by David Torres. Junior from Green Bay Preble High School. Off the mat they go, and the official will have Bayport wrestler down, and up goes Green Bay Preble. A 5-1 score in favor of Torres.
So Torres will mount the left side as well. And off the whistle, does an arm chop, not much of one. Tucker's got the chance to just pop up here. Come on up. Get some hand control. When I say get hand control, what that means is just really want to grab onto one of the hands and try to get that control of one of his hands so you can come up. Now, if you think about it, Chris, if you have 2 hands to wrestle with and someone takes one of them away, it's kind of hard to hold that guy down. So that's the whole idea, is take one of the hands away, take control of it, and then come on up and get out of there. Tucker Zink was able to do that, got up to his feet and scored the escape, but then right away Torres with another outside single takedown. Make it 7-2 Torres with 25 seconds to go in the second period. Tucker's popping back up into base. Get some hand control. Come on up. Zank's going to do a little arm chop, bring him back to the mat. Tucker pops back up again. See if we get some 3-second magic again here, Chris.
Torres looking for a tip. Raise the leg, but the period will expire. David Torres trying to give Green Bay Preble their first points. We'll head to the third here at 195. Bayport has scored on every match so far by tech fall, pin, and by forfeit.
And Zank will choose down. Probably the best choice for now to come down and try to get that point, score some points here. Torres will mount left side. And off the whistle, big arm chop. And we'll just let him go, and we come back neutral, make it 7-3. All right, Tucker, we need a shot from you here. Just want to see a nice little head pop to a shot. He's got good head control. I like that. Nice sprawl for Tucker. They come back neutral again. I like the head control that he's using. He's just got to work from it. So he likes to tie up that head. All he's got to do is pop, 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 and go. Been talking to my son lately about combination wrestling. The referee's going to call stalling on Tucker Zank here. Not enough action. Combination wrestling meaning hitting move, and then it's not there, come back out, hit another move. And it's not there, come back out, hit another move. Instead of one move at a time. And so lots of great stuff when we work those combinations. Torres gets another takedown. We'll let Zank go to make it 9-4. 1 minute to go. We just need to see a shot here from Tucker. That's what he needs to make happen in this third period.
He's shown us a snap down or two, but he hasn't really shot once yet.
Just take the offense, take control.
Torres with a snap down. See if he goes back to his outside single. 35 ticks of the clock left here in the third at 195. Tucker in on a double. Torres sprawls back, circles left. He'll get the takedown, allow the escape. Back in on a takedown.
Make it 11-5. Now make it 13-5. That is a major decision advantage at this point. He'll let him go one more time. Gets another takedown. Make it 15-6. And the referee will call stalling one more time on Bayport as we finish the match. And a point goes to Torres for that. And Torres will win the match.
4 points.
16-6. And so, like you said, Chris, Preble will pick up their first points of the night to make it 35-4. And we'll head to 220 pounds. Preble reports first. We'll let you know who their wrestler is. And Logan Peterson will report at 220 pounds. And we'll see Austin Holton for the Bayport Pirates.
Wow, we're gone of the blonde or bleached hair for football.
You like it, huh? We'll say hi to Jason Shoemaker, who's listening from Waseca, Minnesota. Glad you're out there. We know if he was here, we'd know because he'd be yelling and screaming for the guys from Bayport. He loves wrestling. And so his son Nicholas is at 120 pounds tonight. Jason, thanks for listening in.
Center of the mat here, 220.
Austin Holden, another senior for the Bayport Pirates. Logan Peterson checks in as a senior as well.
Seconds gone here in the first at 220. Looking at the roster for Green Bay Preble, they might have a 285, but on the varsity roster, Logan Peterson's actually listed at that 285, and he's obviously here at 220.
Yeah, it looks like they will not wrestle a heavyweight, and we'll have a forfeit there for Vaughn Campbell. Pretty sure. Peterson in on a high crotch single. Finishes, and he'll get the first takedown for the Preble Hornets, make it 2-0. Once again, Austin Holton, a senior for the Bayport Pirates. not a super experienced wrestler. He's been out a couple of years. Wrestled in middle school, I believe, and maybe just came back out again this year. And great to have him on the mat. He's a hard worker. One of Coach Hansen's boys. Austin Holton gets an escape. And Logan Peterson comes back in on an outside single. Not much there. And nice circle by Austin Holton to get the takedown.
Honorable mention, all conference offensive lineman for the Pirates this past fall. 7 seconds left in period number 1. Peterson trying to get to his feet. 3 seconds. He'll get the escape just before. And that'll tie us up 3 apiece.
Oh, that short time escape. Of course, Jason Shoemaker, we saw that happen to Nicholas last week, giving up an escape at the end of his Pulaski match, and they went to overtime, and that did not work out well for Nicholas. But, man, those short time escapes are tough, especially in the last few seconds, especially if they're against us. And so we start out the second period with Austin Holton on top. Logan Peterson hits a hard switch to start that period and is not able to score as Austin keeps fighting here from below. He's got hold of the leg and has not given up control yet. Referee's going to stop that and say stalemate, and we'll go back to start over in the middle. Oh, interesting. Referee gave the escape. I'll tell you what, Chris, I've seen escapes being called by him tonight that I haven't seen before. I find that really interesting. So no loss of control, but he's given the escape. So make it 5-4, Logan Peterson for Preble.
Off the mat they go.
And 1:22 to go in the second period. Like the aggression of Austin here. He's coming at him. He's saying, I will wrestle you. Let's go. And referee's going to notice that as the Preble wrestler's backing up. I can tell already, Chris, one of the things I'm seeing already from the Preble kids is just not incredible conditioning. I don't know if you're seeing it too, but they're just not, they just don't have the same wind that the Bayport Pirates have. And that's an important part of this sport. It's not just wrestling. It's actually the conditioning, it's the weightlifting, and it's the weight control. There's 4 aspects to the sport that matter, and the conditioning is a very important part of it. So Logan Peterson in on a big high crotch and is able to trap the leg to a half Nelson, brings Austin right to his back, and the referee's going to count near fall here. So it's 7-4 before the near fall count. 25 seconds to go in the second. See if Austin can fight this off and keep the match alive. And he won't. So a pin goes to Logan Peterson.
In 3 minutes and 40 seconds, win by fall from Green Bay Preble High School, Logan Peterson.
That's a nice win for him tonight. Again, we're going to get a forfeit here at heavyweight, so Vaughn Campbell will pick up an easy win, make it 41-10 as we head down to the lower weights. And then we'll move down to 106 pounds after we see the forfeit. And no wrestler for Preble. You'll see Vaughn Campbell come out to the middle, get his hand raised, get a nice easy win for the Bayport Pirates. And once again, the score's 41-10 as we head to the 106-pound match. 5 matches to go.
106, green.
You'll see Owen Watke come out from the Bayport Pirates. And we'll get you a name for the.
Your name, son. Alex, how do you say your last name? Stay right here.
And we'll see who's out, coming out for Preble. Looks like Alex Campos Blizak. And I'll confirm that for you. And that's what it'll be, Alex Campos and Owen Watke. Owen ranked in the state as a freshman. He's had a great freshman campaign so far. Had an awesome win at Pulaski last week against a great senior wrestler. Just absolutely destroyed him. I think it was a 5-1 win and absolute domination. So Owen comes out with a big takedown right away to start and lets him go back to neutral. We'll go 2-1 Watke in a quick outside single here. and make it 4-1. Owen, a great wrestler on his feet, just great control of his body, his core. You saw him, his headgear wasn't right, so he just threw it off, and the referee has to stop that so that we can get the headgears fixed. Not much worse than cauliflower ear. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's a lot worse than cauliflower ear, but what a cauliflower ear, when your ear swells up, it really shuts your season down for a little bit. So wrestlers keep their headgear on at all times. I know the coaches are very strict about wearing headgear. And Owen gets a takedown again and does a roll through tip to get some near fall. He's going to pick up 2 cheap near fall there and make it 8-2. Now he's going deep on a half Nelson. Really deep on it. Brings him to his back. He's lifting the head, arching the back, up on his toes, and he'll get the pin. And we'll call that pin time 109. Chris, that's the kind of technique you want to see from a wrestler when you're throwing a half Nelson in. Deep arm in, bring the wrestler to his back, arch your back, keep up on your toes, and bring those shoulders to the mat.
113, green. 113.
And so Peyton Garcia is your 113-pound wrestler for Bayport. He's going to get a forfeit as well.
Winner by 4'4", Bayport Peyton Garcia.
And we go to 53-10.
Just 3 matches left.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we could get more matches and honestly have a better duel tonight, but that's just the reality. That's where we're at right now. And so we'll see Nicholas Shoemaker come out for Bayport.
Ken Barron watching with us. Gary Nyes.
And Nicholas is going to pick up a forfeit tonight as well. And you make it 59-10. So, you know, the question's always, what about forfeits, right? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm just going to tell you, when you work hard all week and you work hard to make weight and then you have to go out and just get your hand raised, it sucks. Honestly, you want that match. You always want the mat time. You always want the match. And so I feel for the guys when they don't get those. So. All right, so we'll see Owen Knoll come out at 126 pounds.
We started at 138, so just 26 and 32 to go, and I don't know if Preble even has a 32. This might be it.
So we should get a better match here. Alex Yang has had some success this year in tournaments, placed on the water, placed at Bayport, at the Battle on the Bay. Not placing high, but placing, and so he's having a reasonably successful season. And Owen Knoll ranked for the Bayport Pirates at 126 pounds and has had a very successful junior campaign so far. So this should be a better match. We'll see some better wrestling here. And so far, both wrestlers have taken shots, and we've seen defense to both shots. So really, so far, a great match. 30 seconds down, no score. Yang takes another shot. Owen's going to work the front headlock position and look to circle spin, and that's exactly what he does. 2 takedown for Owen Knoll.
Battle of high school juniors from Preble and from Bayport.
And Yang will do a sit out to a turn in. Really, I believe Owen just wanted to give him the escape, so make it 2-1. Owen in on a beautiful double leg, and he'll go for the half now. It wasn't there, so he didn't take it, but he will scoop the leg. He's going to Turk that leg, and you can see him bring the wrestler to his back and score near fall points. Referee's counting. This isn't necessarily a pinning position. You use this position, this Turk, to score points, and then you can work to a pin after you score your points. Owen's going to just basically let him work back to his belly and go from there. Now a little suck back, no points there. So Yang likes to sit out. Owen's catching that, and so he caught it, sucked him back. Now Owen's going to Turk again, score a near fall once again. There's a 3 count. There's a 4. There's a that's only going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so we'll get 3 near fall coming up. Owen's going to let that go, get the 3 near fall. And we're at 10-1 as we finish the first period. Great first period for Owen Knoll. Well done. No one's going to get the choice. Owen will choose down. He doesn't want to defer. He wants to keep this thing moving. So he's going to choose down. Owen looks sharp tonight, just really very sharp wrestling. You see Yang wants to throw the leg in. Owen's going to catch that leg as it comes in. And he's tripoding up and now going to hit a switch back up to his feet. And we'll try to switch again as Yang brings him down. And we'll just lose control and go neutral. 11-1, Owen Knoll. Owen just dominating here. And I love it because he's been sharp. He's been wrestling well. And wrestling a little bit better wrestler here, but just doing a really nice job. Saw a beautifully deep double leg. Well done. And he's going to look to Turk from a crossface. Out of bounds they go. 121. It's 13-1. One more 3 near fall or a takedown with some near fall. Owen's going to mount, but there's a caution on Preble. And now Owen will mount, and he looks for an arm chop. Arm chop is a good idea. The wrestler likes to sit out, so you want to arm chop that or pick the ankle. And we got a Turk position again, and he's going to work the half from the Turk. And it may as well get the pin now. So he knows that he's going to secure a tech fall now, so he's got to work to get the pin instead. Not that it'll affect the outcome of this duel, but you always want to get the pin. And that's exactly what he'll do.
And 126 pounds win by fall in 3 minutes and 7 seconds from Bayport, Owen Knoll.
Great job by Owen tonight. That brings your duel score to 65-10, and that's as we head into the final match. I don't believe that Preble's bringing a wrestler out here, and we're going to see a forfeit. And so that will end it with a forfeit tonight for Trevor Finger. And unfortunately, too many forfeits tonight, but that's how we're going to end it out. So Trevor Finger will take your forfeit at 132 pounds, and he will win his match by forfeit to make the final dual meet score 71-10 Bayport. Very well done by the Bayport Pirates tonight. Domination. We're done with this duel in about 45 minutes. Great job by the Bayport Pirates.
Pirates will move to 3-1 in the Fox River Classic Conference in duels. We started tonight, Ryan, at 138 when Bayport got a forfeit. And 145, Will Nast won by tech fall by a 17-2 score. Carter Callie's win by fall in 111. Jacob Ward followed it up with a win in 101. It was 23-0. Aiden Bruckner, 6 points for a forfeit. Colton Zip, 6 points via pin. He gets a fall in 150.
I'm going to go most valuable wrestler on him tonight with the beautiful firemen's and then a nice lateral drop to finish that match. The freshman comes out and dominates to get the fall for the Bayport Pirates at 182 pounds. Well done, Colton.
Then a couple Presslers back-to-back get some points. 16-6, a major decision at 195. David Torres of Green Bay Preble gets 4 points in there. Logan Peterson gets a second period pin in 3 minutes and 40. 6 points to the Hornets. That makes it 35-10. Then Bayport wraps things up. Forfeit at 285. We go back to the top at 106. Bayport gets a win, 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 6 points the rest of the way. Owen Wafke, a pin in 109. Peyton Garcia win by forfeit. Nicholas Shoemaker, a forfeit win. Owen Knoll, a pin in 307. And Trevor Finger, a win by forfeit. And that is the points tonight. Bayport a final score, 71-10.
Great job by the Pirates and building momentum as they head to this weekend. They're going to wrestle at Freedom this weekend at the Freedom Tournament. And that's a varsity tournament, and the JV will wrestle at Freedom in a JV tournament on Friday nights. So tomorrow night I'll be out to Freedom to watch the JV wrestlers, and we'll go out on Saturday and watch the varsity team. And then we'll be here next Thursday.
We will be. We'll have girls basketball tomorrow night, home against Pulaski. Hockey on Saturday against Marquette, 7:30 puck drop. And then next week, Ryan mentioned, Sheboygan North. Excuse me. Sheboygan North comes to town.
Yeah, it'll be senior night, so we'll honor the few seniors that we have. Those of you that have been listening, you know that we have a young team. This young team, a lot of sophomores. We have some juniors and a lot of sophomores and some freshmen. Just a few seniors on this team, and so we'll be able to honor those guys that have been working hard and contributing to this team as seniors, and we'll thank them for the hard work that they've done as we take on Sheboygan North. And we'll welcome Sheboygan North to this gym, and we should see a big win again next week.
So we'll be back out here. Looking forward to it. For Ryan Wellnitz, I'm Chris Learman. Pirates 71-10. They get the win here in Fox River Classic Conference Wrestling. Have a wonderful evening, Howard Swamico. You've been listening to Maple Pirate Wrestling on NAW Sports Radio.